Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. To my returning subscribers, I'm happy to see you again. And to my new viewers, I hope that you enjoyed the reading today. And if you do, please like or subscribe, share. I would love to have you here on my channel as regular viewers. Okay, so today's reading, we will be looking at the energy surrounding us during the week of January 8th through January 14th, 2018. For the reading, I'll be using the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron-Reid for the main reading, which is 3 cards plus 1 additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the week. And I also pick a card from the Soul's Journey the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh, and that's just to give us some additional guidance for the week. Just to remind everybody, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way for you to get a really personalized reading, focusing on you, what is going on in your life right now, would be to get too many to be's in there, sorry, would be to get a personal reading with me, a private reading. If you're interested in doing that, you can check out my website. That is changingphasestarot.weebly.com, or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Okay? All right, so let's get into the shuffle. I don't think I have any more messages for right now. So, Spirit, what energies are surrounding us during the week of January 8th through January 14th, 2018? What do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us during the week of January 8th through the 14th. Spirit, please show us the messages for the week of January 8th through January 14th, 2018. What do we need to know? What are the messages surrounding us? Okay. And, all right. Those are our cards. Now let me just pick the card from the other deck, and then I'll show you the cards. So Spirit, one additional card for the week of January 8th through the 14th. What do we need to know? Please show us one additional message. Okay. That makes sense. All right. So we have to start off, so the energies as we come into the week, right? The energy of the past position here is the Two of Earth. This would be the Two of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck. Followed by, I love this card. I think it's beautiful in this deck. The High Priestess. So this is number 2 of the Major Arcana. And the outbound energy, we have the Ten of Fire. And the card at the bottom of the deck, so the overall energy for the week, she's beautiful as well. The Page of Fire, how beautiful she is. And the card from the Soul's Journey deck, we have Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. We have beautiful purple and greens in this mandala. All right, give me 1 second to set the cards up. I tried, last week I tried just sort of laying them out and I had them sliding everywhere. So it's better for me just to position them, and then I'll be right back with the reading. See you in 1 second. All right, here we go. So the overall energy for the week, we have the Page of Fire. Now this would be the Suit of Wands in the traditional deck, and the Suit of Wands has to do with creativity, creative projects, has to do with our determination, our strength, our ambition and drive. It also has to do with, the day-to-day activities of, that we do, such as the work that we perform, our ambition and our drive for doing that work. And it's also the suit that speaks of, turning our intentions into actions, right? So we know that the suit of air, right, of swords, that's really where we set our intentions. And then the suit of fire comes in to take those intentions and act on them, right, and really turn them into something. So it's also the suit of transformation, of initiative, right, of regeneration. So it's all about turning things into, acting on something. And the Page of Fire, this is as one of the court cards. The page is the youngest of the court cards. We usually think of the page as a very, young, sort of immature type of energy. If this is a person that you're dealing with, which I kind of don't feel it is, I feel it's more just energy for the week. But, if it's a person, because we know that when the court cards appear in a reading, they can be people that are going to be significant, during that time period. They can also be events, situations that we're dealing with, or they could just be the energy that we are taking on, right? So if it's a person, it would typically be a younger fire sign individual. So that would be a Leo or Sagittarius or an Aries, Sagittarius or Aries, sorry, getting tongue-tied here. But it's a very, it's a young energy. But this person is usually think of them as being very adventurous, kind of thinking, one of those people who is good at thinking outside of the box, very creative. Usually they bring in news of something, right? The pages tend to bring in the news. So this could be news this week, having news arrive of some new creative venture or a new job opportunity. But whatever it is, it's I feel that it's going to be good. It's something good that's coming in, right? If this is a new job offer, or a new offer for you to maybe venture, a new business venture, something like that. I feel that it's very good. And if this is a person, this person is going to be able to really look and kind of open your eyes to new ideas, to new business ventures, be very enthusiastic about it. This is a very creative person. So yes, this person is, young, kind of unharnessed energy, but it's a very, she or he is very powerful, right? So it's all about, harnessing that creative power, or whatever this news is, this message or this new thing coming in, sort of harnessing that power and going with it, like running with the energy. So we see here, we start the week off. So this is this would be the sort of the past position or the energy as we leave the previous week, heading into the second week of January. We have the Two of Earth, and Earth energy, Pentacles energy. This is it's the energy that deals with, or I'm sorry, it's the suit that deals with, the way that things manifest here in the material realm. So it's the work that we do, it's the money that we are paid for the work that we do, it's the material possessions that we are able to accrue with the money that, that we earn from the work that we do. So it's where we actually see material results, right? It's the tangible things that we can see and touch here in the material realm. It also has to do with, our home. It has to do with our education as well. And the twos are usually about balance, right? The number two. So it can be partnerships, it can be balance. But with this, the Two of Pentacles, you might be balancing, or you might have been, since this is in the past position, might have been balancing different areas of your life, like balancing, juggling your career and your home life, or juggling sort of between work and play. This could actually be juggling your finances. I mean, for many people, the holiday season can be quite complicated because it does put, a significant financial strain on a lot of families. So, maybe this has just been you, coming as you leaving the past year, sort of juggling finances in order to make ends meet here, and then you move into another two. This is the two, but it's from the Major Arcana, which is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is a very powerful energy to have, besides being a Major Arcana, which is, a significant message in the middle of your reading here. The High Priestess is also a very powerful figure. So that, what she has to do with is sort of all of the mysteries of, the mysterious realms, She uses her intuition to figure things out. She uses, so instead of I'm trying to say, like, instead of using her intellect, which would be, for example, if you had one of the swords cards, like the Queen of Swords, she would definitely use her intellect to resolve situations. Whatever it is you're dealing with the High Priestess there as, sort of guidance, this is you really turning to your intuition, right? Going inwards, turning to, this higher wisdom, this higher knowing, trusting in the vibes that you get, from different things, and understanding that, things will be revealed, mysteries will be revealed to you at the right time in divine timing. So this is very powerful. This is, it's you really harnessing, the messages and the energies of your higher self, harnessing these divine messages and using them in order to help you with whatever this, juggling situation, or possibly this new message or this new opportunity coming in for you here. So, pay attention to when this card appears. It's very important to pay attention to our, synchronicities, signs, synchronicities, repeating songs. Maybe you hear a song on the radio and you go to a store and it's on the music is in the store. Then you get in the car and turning on and it's kind of like the same song. So pay attention to things like that. Pay attention to your thoughts, the thoughts you were having when that happened. Pay attention to repeating numbers, saying repeating numbers, like turning on your cell phone and saying, the same time each time, or saying like 1111, repeating numbers, seeing those same numbers on like car tags, or, on signposts, things like that. Sounds bizarre, but trust me, I see repeating numbers constantly. And so when you do, there's something to, there's some hidden message that you need to figure out. So pay attention to what was I thinking when I saw that, when I heard that music, what thoughts were going through my mind, or was I heading, towards somewhere, heading in a particular direction, or maybe that has something to do with this, maybe this is a new job offer coming in, and you're sort of weighing up the options here. But whatever it is, use your intuition, use your dreams. Some people receive messages in their dreams. Maybe keep a dream journal. But this is you at the center being very powerful. So pay attention to this, because it's going to help you make move on whatever this page of fire is, and make, if there's a decision to be made. And it's going to bring you to this completion. The 10 of fire, which is our outbound energy for the week. This is in the traditional tarot deck. Once again, we have fire energy, so I won't really explain more about the suit of fire. I've already gone over that. But the 10 of wands in the traditional deck, it's usually a man, and he's carrying, he's looking very burdened. He's looking very laden down with these heavy wands on his back, and it's like it's taken a long time for him to kind of collect all these wands on his back, but he's also been carrying them for a long time, and so he looks very tired. It's like he doesn't know how much longer he can really carry the wands on his back. So you might have been dealing with, a certain situation where you really felt overloaded. You really felt, as if you've been struggling, really burdened. Sometimes it has to do with, if in thinking about career and workplace, it can be that workaholic mentality, right? Or kind of like you've been putting in way too many hours, or working extremely hard to get things done. But it's really taken a toll on you. So you're feeling very, very overloaded, kind of like it's too much. It's very overwhelming, But and so it's a very different representation than with this card, right? Because we know that also in the tarot, tens are endings. They're either endings or, sort of culminations. Like if we think of the 10 of cups, it is the culmination of, that begins with the 2 of cups, the soulmate card, and then it ends with the, the happy home and family, and it's the ultimate happiness card. So they can be, the ultimate sort of the culmination, the ending, but like in a good way. With this 10 of fire, it's more about, you can see the woman, you see how she's just, it's like she's taking all these, she has 10 pieces of paper floating around her, and I feel as if they're kind of like her responsibilities, you know, or like all these like memos or things that she had to do. Look at that. And she's just kind of set them all on fire. And so it's burning away. It's about releasing, you know, the excess. It's about endings that are going to bring in new beginnings. And, you know, with this is this, you know, the 10 of fire ending here. And then you have the page. No, it's not the ace of fire, which would definitely be, you know, aces are new beginnings. They are yes cards. You know, the aces follow the 10 of fire, but you do have the page of fire over here. So there's some message coming in, some new, you know, something new coming in, but there's a message about it. And there's this ending at the end of the week. So I feel that, you know, these two are connected. Whatever this is that you are, you know, just setting fire to, releasing, you know, getting away from all of these extra burdens, getting away from feeling so overcommitted, really trying to declutter your life. You are releasing, right? You're ending whatever this was right here. And I think you're feeling happy with this ending. It's like, okay, let me just, you know, and it's kind of like when you do, for those of you who do any type of ritual, you know, with setting intentions, things like that, and just releasing the energy. It's very, it wouldn't seem like it, you know, it's just a piece of paper, but sometimes like writing something on a piece of paper and then, you know, doing some type of ceremony and just setting fire to it and seeing it all kind of float away into the air. It's very therapeutic, right? It's kind of, it's a good thing to do. So this is kind of like, you're just releasing here. So, whatever this was, you know, I feel like there's a major, you know, there's an ending, but it has something to do with, you know, you really figuring out something for yourself, using your intuition here. And there's new things coming in. So don't worry about, you know, release whatever this 10 of fire is. Just put it down. Put down the wands, you know, set fire to the paper, let it go. And just understand that, you know, it is an ending and new things are coming in for you. So, you know, with this is the overall energy for the week. This might not actually happen until sort of after, you know, the 10 of fire. So this might be, it's kind of coming in, you're getting towards it, but this might not actually manifest until, you know, after this 10 of fire moment and then moving into the next week. But looks like very good. And the card that came out is the guidance card from the Soul's Journey deck. And for the oracle cards, I like to read from the guidebook just to give you the overall meaning for the card. And I think it goes along well because the card speaks of perseverance, right? And for you to have gotten to this 10 of fire position here, let me move this camera so you can see the 10 of fire next to the perseverance card. There you go. For you to have gotten to the 10 of fire, I mean, that took a long time. You really did have to persevere. It took you a long time to accumulate, you know, the 10 wands, and so obviously, you know, you have been working very hard, almost too hard. So the perseverance card says, as a soul, you're on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit, is your compass right here. Look at your compass in the middle of the reading. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might than you might first think. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult, because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks to do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you have always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at. Your soul would not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. So I think that really does, you know, this card ties in with the page of fire, the intuition as your compass with the high priestess, right? And just, you know, letting go and starting this new thing. Trust in this. And I feel that these are very linked to each other here, right? Let me move it over. The the Page of Fire with the High Priestess. I do feel that they're tied to each other. So very powerful message for this week for many of us. So I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you once again for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again next week, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful week. Bye.